Hey guys, I'm Elise and gaming is something I'm really into, and nowadays I mainly play FPS games like CSGO and Valorant, which I'm sure many of you are into as well. As previously, I was an air stewardess and my passion for gaming is really strong. Getting a gaming laptop was my only choice. But due to the nature of my job, some factors are taken into consideration, such as the weight and the performance of the laptop. So today, with the help of ROG, we'll be showing you some gaming laptops so you can decide what you want when you are buying a gaming laptop for yourself. First off, the mainstream category. These are for the people who want to have a great gaming experience without breaking the bank. Here we have two laptops, the ROG STRIX G15 and G17. Of course, the obvious difference will be the size. A 15-inch display on the G15 and a 17-inch on the G17. That's it. Both have a pretty minimalistic and sleek design for a gaming laptop. I personally love the RGB lights on the bottom of the laptop so that I look cooler when I'm using it outdoors. Both models can be equipped with up to the latest 10th Gen Intel Core i7, 16GB of RAM, up to NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2060 and 1TB of SSD storage. Needless to say, both the STRIX G15 and G17 can be spec'd up to be a really powerful laptop. And to top all of that off is an ultra-fast IPS panel capable of up to 144Hz. With such high specs, you can basically enjoy almost any game out there. You can play CSGO or Valorant like I do and enjoy the extremely high frame rates, or you can play AAA titles and enjoy the colors and vibrancy which the display offers as well. But if you're looking to be a pro gamer or a streamer, you should take a look at this. This here is the ROG STRIX SGAR 15, and this is the laptop ROG recommends if you are diving right into the esports scene. So for the design-wise, it's actually quite similar to the STRIX G15 and G17 which we just saw. But it does definitely have more RGB and the overall design is a little bit more aggressive, which does make it stand out. Specs-wise, it takes it up a notch. The SGAR 15 can be fitted with the latest 10th Gen Intel Core i7, 16GB of RAM, NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2070 Super, as well as 1TB of SSD storage. Not to mention that you also get a choice of up to 300Hz display, which is currently the highest you can get on a laptop. Now you might think that the Intel Core i7 is overkill, but especially for gaming, tournaments, every single frame counts. Take games like PUBG or Apex Legends. Those are esports titles, but yet command much higher graphics compared to games like CSGO and Valorant in the same category. As such, you really need powerful hardware to get the most out of these games. Being able to hit 200 FPS in-game and not drop a single frame, it sounds impossible. But it's true, and it's also an unfair advantage against your enemies. But performance aside, ROG has also taken care of the thermals as well. Right out of the box, the CPU comes pasted with liquid metal. For those of you in the cold, liquid metal has much better heat transfer properties compared to a standard thermal paste, and thus, you enjoy lower temperatures across the board. So one other cool thing is the ROG Keystone 2. This is like your private encrypted key. With it equipped, you can get quick access to ROG ID, launch games, switch modes, and more. But what's cool is that you can activate a shadow drive. What's a shadow drive, you may ask? A shadow drive is basically an encrypted partition on your SGAR 15's SSD, which can only be accessed if the keystone is attached. So if you have some documents that you don't want your friend to see, you can just take it out, keep it on you, and then let your friend use your computer. Now, so far we've just been talking about gaming, but there's another group of people who look into high-end gaming laptops, and these people are none other than the creatives. This is the ROG ZEPHYRUS S15, and the first thing you'll notice is the radical difference in design. The ZEPHYRUS line of laptops from ROG has always been about performance in a thin and light form factor, and so the ZEPHYRUS S15 is no exception. It's really clean, minimalist, and is basically the kind of laptop that wouldn't look out of place in a cafe or even in a business meeting. But being thin doesn't mean performance is hampered. In fact, it's the opposite. This can be equipped with the latest 10th Gen Intel Core i7, 32GB of RAM, NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2080 Super, and 1TB of SSD storage. With an RTX 2080 Super, the S15 has by far the best GPU out of the bunch. That basically means you can play almost any AAA title out there and still enjoy great frame rates, especially so with the 300Hz display. But speaking about that display, not only is it 300Hz, but it's also Pantone validated. Coupled with the RTX 2080 Super, this laptop makes for a great mobile workstation. If you're a photographer, Lightroom or Photoshop is going to be a breeze, and your photos will actually look really great. The same goes for video editing, programming, coding, 3D, design, so and so forth. The list goes on. In short, the ZEPHYRUS S15 is great for people who like to work hard and play hard. Also, it's very lightweight to carry around. Last but not least, if you want a laptop with no compromises, just imagine, take everything you want, put it in a laptop, you get the ZEPHYRUS Duo 15. First up, the design. And yes, it's slightly chunkier compared to the previous few, but the reason for that and why it's called a Duo is because the laptop actually has two displays. With the main display, you can get up to a 300Hz Full HD panel that's Pantone validated with a G-Sync support. The second panel, the ROG ScreenPad Plus, right below, sporting a half-height 4K display as well. Having a second display is honestly mind-blowing. With it, you can shift things like your inventory or mission details in games like Dying Light 2 to that bottom panel, so you can keep being in action while being able to keep track of your progress without skipping a bit. Alternatively, if you're a streamer, that second display could hold your stream details, the chat, overlay, so and so forth, so you don't have to alternate tab much, if at all. For creatives on the other hand, this is also where you can shift different panels to suit your liking, or to multitask away with multiple windows. Having two displays opens up quite a bit of creativity. Specs-wise, you of course get the best of the bunch. 10th Gen Intel Core i9, 32GB of RAM, NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2080 Super, along with 2TB of SSD storage in RAID 0. Of course, it goes without saying that just like the ZEPHYRUS S15, this is going to be awesome. That Intel Core i9 can power all your games and creative work without missing a beat. And that RTX 2080 Super will grant you superb frame rates. And to reduce your render times in video editing or 3D projects by a ton. ROG have also included liquid metal cooling on the CPU, meaning you get lower temperatures. But also due to the design where the ScreenPad Plus actually lifts up when you open the laptop, you get better airflow, but also a more ergonomic experience as well. If you're looking for zero compromises in a laptop and something unique with dual displays, you might want to take a look at the ZEPHYRUS Duo 15. To summarize, if you're looking for a laptop for gaming, we will recommend the ROG STRIX SGAR 15. If you're looking for a laptop with both work and gaming, we will recommend the ZEPHYRUS Duo 15. If you want to look cool when playing games with your friends, we would recommend the STRIX G series. However, if you're like me and you're weight conscious, we will recommend the ZEPHYRUS S15. So different people have different needs when it comes to buying a laptop. We hope that with this guide, you're better able to select your next laptop. If you like this video, please remember to subscribe to us and we will come up with more content like this. See you next time, bye bye!